Hey guys, it's me, and welcome to Trevor Miller Entertainment, where comic books meet musical theater. Yeah, sorry about this. I still have today's Marvel side playing in the DVD player because it's night, and like I mentioned, the light's not working in my room. So, yeah, I need the TV on so there will be light for you guys. Anyway, it's time for another Marvel vs. DC and other media. This one is Swamp Thing 1982. This one is Hulk 2003 versus Swamp Thing 1982. Why Hulk when Swamp Thing has the similarity with Howard the Duck in that they're both forgotten? Really, it's just that I saw Brandon Tenold's review and he kept making Hulk jokes about Swamp Thing, so I'm just going with this one, and that's also why I have Return of the Swamp Thing with Incredible Hulk. I actually tried this one a while back, but but the thing I used to film these videos with was having problems, so the audio didn't go through. So this is my second attempt at this. Similarities. Both have a scientist who turns into a giant green monster. Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk, and Alec Holland becomes Swamp Thing. Both play with the idea that the green monster was in them this whole time. Hulk pretty much just says exactly the way I just said it. And Swamp Thing has a scene where Swamp Thing says his formula only makes you more of what you already are, which is a really weird way of putting it, but both have the villain give himself similar powers to the hero. Well, I guess not really in Hulk's case, and well, I guess not really similar in Hulk's case. The villain in Hulk is Bruce Banner's abusive father, who actually, in the movie version, is named after what they named Bruce in the old TV show, David Banner, who becomes Absorbing Man. And Dr. Arcane in Swamp Thing takes some of Alec's formula and turns into this dog monster thing. Both have nudity, even though neither are rated R. I guess it's not that much in Hulk. They just briefly show his butt. Swamp Thing's way worse, despite Hulk being a higher rating, PG-13 PG. But yeah, that's still a point that I'm keep standing by. Both suffer from etc. So which wins? Here's the big thing. Both suffer from being all over the place tone-wise. Hulk is... I feel like was going for a darker tone, but also has those wacky transition scenes. And then Swamp Thing is too goofy to be taken serious, but also too serious to be much fun. But here's the thing. I also disagree with most critics about Hulk. I actually thought the movie was fine, and I'd probably say it wins. At least with the Hulk effects, it looks good for being a 2003 film. Swamp Thing looks like they couldn't get the costume done in time. And Also, while, like I said, both are pretty inconsistent with tone, I feel like Hulk is more consistent with it than Swamp Thing is. And also, Swamp Thing doesn't really play to Wes Craven's strengths. Like, it's actually fairly, like, a lot of the horror elements associated with Wes Craven and Swamp Thing are toned down. Hulk, I really don't know any of Ang Lee's other work, so yeah, Hulk wins. Winner, Marvel. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment below which one of these movies you guys like more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!